For Longleat's 50th anniversary, we've been asked to produce 3 different themed floats with movement, animals, and everything connected with what we think of Longleat. I started to design 3 different designs for each of the floats, 3 concepts, involving animals, of course, and other ideas and things we associate with Longleat. And the first one is with meerkats. And heavily involved around the initial design of a boat that was used in the 60s on the lake, and with the meerkats and various animals around it. The second one involves the penguins, which is always a big attraction at Longleat. And the third one is the monkeys, which is an even bigger attraction because everybody loves the little monkeys. So they're the 3 ideas we have. These are the initial artwork that I personally did that we'll then develop. These drawings work for me. They are sculptural drawings that I can understand, but for everybody else, we need to take them a little bit further, and we move to this stage where they're put on the computer and we have an artist work with these and gets them into a situation for everybody to totally understand what the final product will look like. We then move to what we call maquettes. The maquette stage is when I replicate what we've originally drawn into a 3-dimensional form that is to scale with what we're going for, but is obviously very small. If we look here, we've got the actual maquette of the boat with the silverback gorilla and the giraffe, etc. All the elements are involved, but they're all on a much smaller scale, so I can work out any issues, problems with any of the designs, movement, etc., etc. We then move to the fun stage, which involves this wet clay, manual, lovely material, applied to a structure that we have in front of us. With this, we apply our clay, just small parts, onto the structure, and we sculpt it with our tools into the shapes and sizes that we want. From then, we like to start moving towards our moulding process. This was one of the meerkats we've produced. This is actually the negative of the meerkat, cast in a silicon, a very flexible rubber. This, as we see, is a meerkat standing up. We will then cast that in fiberglass and pull that out as many as we want. So what we have here now is a full-scale sculpt of the tail for the dragon boat, with all the individually sculpted scales put in, all the detailing and everything that we need to mould the tail for. This will then be replicated in fiberglass and then highly golded up and detailed with artwork as well. It will look beautiful. So from the clay sculpt we've just come from, we now move to this, the fiberglass positive of the dragon boat itself. Here we have the front of the boat with the dragon head and the dragon's neck, with all the scales that we saw in the clay work earlier, moving through his wings, all the way down the detailing to where the actual tail will sit at the end of the boat. And this is where we'll have that to complement the front. Then we have our actual characters themselves. Here's obviously our friendly hippo. He will sit at the front of the boat, laughing away and spurting water. From the hippo we can come to our giraffe. His head will move and bob up and down, and he's sitting right at the back of the boat, if we can remember back to the artwork we did earlier. These will then be all airbrushed, coloured and made to look fantastic, as will the rest of the boat and all the little characters that will go inside with it.